All right, so I was going to put the walls in, but I'll do that in the next video. I was trying to put the beams in, the top and bottom beams in for this little center guy, and it wasn't working for me. So for example, if I came into the structural framing beams family and edit it in place, I went to create and sweep, and I went to like pick a path. It looks like it's going to pick it, but then it puts it like in this weird middle place, which I don't understand what it's doing. Um, Even for the bottom one, it does that. So it's a little strange the way that it's working. So what I did for the bottom one is I just went to my level 1 and I just sketched it, right? I tried to sketch it, and it didn't let me sketch it. Like, it doesn't have an ellipse in here, which is really weird. I don't know why it wouldn't give you the oh, there it is, ellipse. All right, so if you come in and sketch the ellipse, you can come in and do 10 feet this way, and it was 4'6" that way. And then you've got that guy, and if you go back to your 3D, right, then you can go in and put your profile in. So do a little circle here and do kind of the same process that you did, previously. I'll just go to annotate and do the diameter here, right, and then pick that dimension and put the other on it, and then hit the check, and then pick, make sure I've got that guy picked and put the same material parameter on it. Okay. And so you've got that guy, and you can finish that. But this one up here is a little harder because it's not just a straight up oval, and there's no way to really find the center because it's a project. So what I ended up doing for that one is a little weird, but I guess it's kind of good to know about. You can use it sparingly. Is that you can actually import something. So like if I go to my Rhino here and I just grab that top one, I'll export it separately. So I'll export selected, and I'm just going to save over it. And you want to use the default here. We want to bring in the curves as a spline. It's actually going to translate it for us, which is good. But just make sure you're set at default, and then just save it. I'll just overwrite that one. Click OK. And then instead of linking it, go to the Insert tab and import that CAD file. So, and grab that top beam import, right? And it'll come in. It's right on top of the other one, so I'll hide this one, right? Hide it. And you can see that, right? See that there? Now what we want to do is we want to make sure that we're going to explode it. And if I pick it now and explode it, it shoots it down to the bottom, right? And we don't want to do that. So we want to create a plane, like a C-plane that it can be on. So if I go to my south elevation and I go to wireframe, I can come in and go to architecture and reference plane. And I'm just going to come in here and pick that point, right? And then I'm going to pick that point, and it's going to want me to name it. So I'm going to click right here and just name it STR for structure. And then if I go back to my 3D view, I can go to set up here and set my work plane to structure. And then I can pick this and I can explode it, right? And it actually explodes there and gives me 2 lines. Then if I pick this guy, edit in place, I can then create an extrusion, or sorry, a sweep. And if I pick the path, it'll see those 3D lines because they're actually Revit lines. And I can go through and finish off, So I would not recommend exploding CAD drawings, as I mentioned before, but that one's pretty simple. It's very tiny, and it doesn't really present any danger of mucking up the file, but it's something you want to do sparingly, and certainly in an office, you don't want to do it without asking, or seeing if there's a better way to do it. It's kind of a last resort. Okay. All right. So let me reset my temporary hide isolate. Right, so now we've kind of got this going on. Okay, so the next thing is to put the walls in.